Yours?
Yeah, it's going good. Yeah, everything's good today. Well, what's the latest news? Yeah, what you been practicing, all of that, I guess. Mhm.
Yeah, so actually as far as like ranked, um I have been playing on and off like alt accounts. I started playing a lot more on my main again, my main account. Uh and I was coming off of I think like 2 week vacation, like early July.
Nice.
Uh so I was kind of starting like kind of getting back into the game again. Um and I've been oh I'm playing on a team playing support for a team, and we are competing in Face It. Um, but the actually the other tournament I mentioned to you is a different team for a
Mhm.
Discord I'm in. Uh, and the tricky part about like the replays and stuff I want to look at is what I play in ranked is a lot of I rarely play main support in rank. I play a lot of flex support, so it's mainly like Kiriko and BAP in rank. Um,
Mhm.
but for this tournament, our other support player on our team, his hero pool is mainly flex support. So
Okay.
I started playing more like Lucio and Brig, like like if it fits our comp.
Mhm.
So I think I have a few Lucio VODs that I may want to go over, and then I guess also some Kiriko ones as well, because I think the one hero, if there's one hero I want to get really good at, and if I were to like one trick that I wanted to take to GM would probably be Kiriko.
Sure, all of that. Yeah, it's reasonable. So your goals is to prepare for your tournament, or is just to have a yeah, I think let me see. You did mention yeah, that you wanted to have a session specifically before the tournament, if I'm not mistaken, right? Let me see.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Uh-huh.
it's a bit of a mix. Because I think some of the micro stuff that we go over will help me in rank as well.
Sure.
But obviously the main goal for me is to just clean up any mistakes I may have going into the tournament.
Sure. Because the goals might be different there. When we in a scrim, I think they're sort of yeah, it's different because you know everyone in your team, and it's quite important that you guys be on the same page. You have the plan that you execute it correctly, and you the one who can be the part of the plan. So yeah, it's quite important what you do exactly with your character. Also, might be communication too, something we can go over. But yeah, it's up to you. So I assume you want to lean towards going over your scrims, or yeah, you what do you want to do?
Yeah. Yeah. I think we can look at more so at some tournament odds. Yeah. So my team. So this tournament is like a very short term thing. So it actually started. We had Swiss rounds last weekend, and then my team made playoffs for this weekend.
Okay.
Um, we the thing is we unfortunately haven't actually been able to scrim a single time. The main reason being that our team consists of three NA players. One player is from South America, and then one player is from EU. So we're all in different time zones. So it's a bit tricky to um, find a time during the week to that we're all available. And I think like a couple of us, I know one of our players works until very late at night. So
Yeah, that's understandable. The difficulties with time zone might be hard to find the exact time for everybody to play. Yeah. Okay. So, do you have any games you can go over from one of the scrims then, or what do you want me to look at today?
yeah, actually, yeah. I have a couple.
Hmm.
I think maybe we can start with this one.
Yeah.
Antarctic War playing Lucio
A-
here.
and you want to
Um,
focus on Lucio and Kiriko today.
I would say because I think in the tournament I'm probably I may play Kiriko in the tournament, but I think I'm most likely going to be leaning towards main support. Um, but yeah, I guess I would say Lucio Kiriko.
Lucio Kiriko,
Um,
sure.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe starting
Um.
with yeah.
Oh. Sorry. I just sent you the code. but yeah, I guess to provide some context, so I'll see if I can provide as much context as I can for our team. It
Sure.
might help with the session.
Yeah, exactly.
So our team is like relatively high in elo. Um, I think all of us are, three of us are mid to high masters. My other support player is GM5 currently,
Okay.
and I think our one of our DPS is like mid diamond.
Okay.
Um, and then like I think our tank player, I think he plays a lot of different tanks, but he most enjoys playing ball. So that's what we usually run with. We run some kind of like dive, or we run like a rush comp where we just like amp speed. Um, and yeah, and part of the reason it's a bit of like a strategy thing. Part of the reason our team specifically also likes kind of leans toward playing Lucio is because we know in the Discord a lot of the support players are flex support players. So like pretty much every team we've ever played against in this tournament does not have a Lucio player. So like
Okay.
we can use Lucio to our advantage
Okay.
essentially.
Okay, okay. And you play Lucio mainly in what situations? Is it both in dive and rush, or just in rush at the moment?
Um, it's been both. In Rush, yeah, definitely. In Dive, we did in that Antarctic map we did Kiriko Lucio, but also we played a map against that same team where we did Bap Zen.
Hmm.
Um, although we've made the decision going forward, so instead of Bap Zen, we're going to be doing Bap Brig, specifically into that team that's in the replay because their
Hmm.
tank player is basically one tricking Winston for the tournament, but he's like really really good at Winston.
Okay.
Um, so yeah.
Okay. Yeah, all of it is understandable, I think. Okay. And you guys as a team, anything specific you struggle with at the moment, you think?
I think I remember. So our toughest loss was okay. So our team is currently like we're third place or we're ranked three. The top two
Sure.
teams, um, the team that's ranked two in the tournament is that team in the replay.
Hmm?
The other team, which is also really good. I unfortunately don't really have it. I mean, I have replays of us playing against them.
Hmm.
The thing with that is it was on a day where our tank player had work, so he
Oh,
wasn't able to participate.
okay.
So I had to play tank, and then we had to pick up a sub for support. So it was kind of like it's a bit difficult to kind of VOD that.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, I think the best VODs to look at would probably be the one against it would be the Antarctic one, then another one I could send you against that same team.
Sure. Sure.
Um,
Okay. Okay. Anything specific you been working on so far? So we had a session with you. Well, it's been some time ago, but yeah, anything specific you've been actively practicing out
y-
after those sessions? Yeah, after that session.
yeah, I've been playing. I mean, I've been prioritizing playing Kiriko in ranked.
Hmm.
Um, Another thing I was actually also told to do is when I am what I one mistake I know I make when I'm flanking a lot with Kiriko is I never check to ensure that or not never, but a lot of the times I never check to ensure that I can safely TP out.
Hmm.
Like I kind of just go on a flank and then try to get some damage in and then turn around and hope somebody's there for me to TP to. And that actually ends up getting me killed a lot of times. So I've tried to be more deliberate about, making sure I have a safe escape route.
Sure. 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 Save escape route. Okay. Okay. So it's for with the Kiri. Uh huh. And
Yeah.
anything what comes to mind with the Lucio?
The Lucio is tricky because yeah, I think I have one ranked game that we may also be able to go over.
Hmm.
That one's kind of up in the air because I'm not 100% certain. I think if I were to look at it, I know one mistake I might be making is just kind of wasting amp. Especially like when I know my other support is alive and is healing the team, like kind of just burning amp heals when I would need speed for later. Uh, it's tricky for me to tell because I think more of my Lucio playtime is actually in a team oriented environment than in
Sure.
ranked. So yeah, it's tricky, I think.
Sure, sure. We can take a look. Those concepts before, which we talked about, taking, controlling, using an angle, did it help you as well? So I remember, yeah, just overall, yeah. What were your thoughts on this, like three-step kind of approach when you going for the angles with the Kyrie? How that went for you?
Um, yeah, I think it's been good. I feel like that's something at this point. I feel like I start to do that naturally now.
Yeah.
Um, especially against I pay more attention to the enemy comp, right? Like I know if they have like Sombra Tracer, I'm definitely a bit more passive about just going on flanks.
Huh?
Because there's been times I've done that and then I just get hacked by Sombra and then get all my CDs forced out.
Sure.
Um, yes, I know I pay more attention to the comp. Um, I'm more aware of enemies, how quickly they might capitalize on me staying there, and that also goes to like being able to or being aware of having a teammate to TP out to, just so like I don't end up getting caught off guard and dying early.
Sure, sure.
Um,
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, what I hear so far just might seem like wanna wanna have better awareness, maybe better game sense in a way, so you'll be able to use. So this for one, amp usage. That is something you mentioned. Escape route. Yeah, this can also be quite good. Yeah, maybe we can go over this a little bit more with you then. Yeah, just being able to scout all this information, kind of maybe anticipate certain stuff. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna screen share, and yeah, we're gonna start with the Curie first, or you wanna do Lucio first?
I think this is the well bot I sent you.
Let me see.
Actually, yeah, maybe we can do Kiri first. 'Cause I think I have a Kiri game that's like short enough. That will definitely have some spare time for
Yeah, it's up to
looking at
you. Yeah,
Lucio.
it's up to you. Whatever you want to start with. Yeah.
Um, okay. Actually, yeah, let's just go with this one.
Sure.
Um, yeah. So the thing with like we had a plan with running Lucio, right? Is because so we have hero pools for a lot of our players.
Hmm.
Like our cast
It's good.
player, his hero pool is like Cass, Soldier, and Torb, I think, and his number one hero is Cass. Like his aim is really really good.
Hmm.
Um, and then our Tracer player, his number one hero is Tracer, but he can also play hit scan as well, like Widowmaker and things like that. Um, but we default to Tracer. And then our other, obviously our tank player, he likes playing a lot of different tanks, but I believe his top two is Ball and Ramatra are his favorite
Hmm.
tanks to play. So we were kind of playing that. And then our other flex support, I believe his number one hero is Ana, but he can also play Bap and Kiri just as well.
Sure.
So basically, what our plan was here, because we knew they were running some kind of variation of dive, they would at
Yeah.
least have a Winston, was to, um, I guess we also wanted to kind of run like a dive like hybrid, because we don't because our hit scan player is it
Mhm.
doesn't really have dive heroes in his hero pool. He just plays Cass, and my goal here with Lucio was to try to basically care for him whenever they would dive. My goal to be like amp speed him out of monkey bubble or out of monkey range. So that way we can break the bubble and then kind of move forward from there.
Okay. Okay. So this is one thing. Yeah. How to use your speed boost? I think this is reasonable to me so far. You typically the speed boost is gonna be used on any stack members to just either help them go in more aggressive or help them to go out. Like in this case, sure, reasonable. What else you trying to do? Maybe what are you trying to do with your boop? Yeah, what are you looking for?
Mainly monkey, disrupt monkey, or I can put damage. Like I guess before I saw the comp, I just knew they would have a Winston player. I didn't know what else the other people were playing.
Hmm?
So I was thinking just exclusively monkey, but going out and seeing their comp now, any dive targets that may come our way, like the Genji, whooping him away. So we can't really close the gap on our Cassidy.
Right, but you guys overall, how do you win as a team? What's your main win condition?
I think it's I think the way I see it is I just look at it as a dive mirror, even though there's a bunch of different
Sure.
great heroes like
Yeah.
Soldier and Cass.
Yeah.
So I think they want to kill our back line, and we want to
Yeah.
kill their back line.
Right.
Um,
So how do you help in your dive?
um, I honestly didn't exactly help with the dive that much here. I would think normally like I could help like my tracer stage, right? If my tracer is taking a
Exactly.
1v1.
Exactly, and this
Um,
this is what you want to do as well. Yeah, I hear so far you mentioned how you play for the poke, which makes sense. You have some poke variables, but most of your team is about to dive in, go deep. Yeah, so you can definitely help out Cassidy, but it shouldn't be the priority. Well, it can be, depending on your plan. Maybe if you like, well, sure, maybe you can play around this a little bit more. But let's just say, watch out when you can also go aggressively. Try to go for the dive. See if you can close the gap on something. Help out your divers too. We need to find that opportunity to remember. I think that was exact our previous lesson was about how you can enable angles, or you can enable this more stacked members, yeah, more stationary members. This is exactly, it's gonna be quite important. Yes, thinking what am I enabling, yeah, at the moment. Yeah, is it stationary Cassidy, or is it that? Because you can do both. You as a Lucio should be able to do both. First of all, because you read mobile, you can be everywhere. Deal. You should be able to move between groups. So yeah, it's gonna
yeah,
be quite important to see what you're trying to enable. It's either the dive, yeah, or the cast here. So yeah, I'm thinking let's take a look. Let's see. So achieving more pressure on the map. What you can do here. It's kind of moving in, shooting. Sure. Stay with the cast a little. Play Rita far now. Okay. Okay, so it's sort of this is what you mentioned. You play this angle here without a Winston. Yeah, just disrupt their dive, and then you guys go from there, right?
yeah,
Hmm. Yeah, this can work. Just keep an eye on, I guess. Generally speaking, you guys have higher tempo with your comp, I think, with the ball. So something to keep an eye on. Just whenever the Winston, especially when the Winston use something, yeah, you can be here to disrupt him. I think it's good. But then later, you need to expose this. Yeah, you need to expose opportunities and try to go in with your divers, probably. Yeah, see if there's an option for you to do so, I guess. Because he's gonna be out right after the bubble. See, if your ball is ideally, they will try to go in, and then how can you be in with them? Yeah. Let's see. So see, this is what you can maybe think about as a team overall, whenever you have this high tempo comp, because it always looks like this in a way. I'm just gonna draw this graph over here. You have this value here, and this is the time. Overall, your graph is gonna be yellow. It looks like this, sort of. It's really frequent engages, and then you get out, and then you go in, and then you get out. With the Winston, the graph looks like, well, so it's not accurate, but the most accurate, but it's sort of just like that. Yeah, the engagement value is higher, but it's less frequent. It's less frequent values. So your opportunities is a Lucio to be able to help you dive over here, right there, and over here. And you did great job here. So I want to say, yeah, it's just when you did disrupt, yeah, you did good at disrupting. How do I mark it? Yeah, let me just, yeah, maybe, yeah, let's mark it with this. Yeah, here, you did great. But I want you to also be able to see here and there. Let's go back. We can do something. Yeah, can we set up the dive? Maybe this is something, and this is something you guys want to do as a team, because you have this high tempo. First of all, you will be forcing out something with the ball, and you can be already here. Let's see, is that even possible for you to be somewhere deeper? I'm thinking, And what's your thoughts right away? Can you go deeper? Maybe a little. Maybe finding the opportunities to even capitalize with. I don't think it's the best lamp here because you guys, again, you cannot be active. Something to think about. All of you guys need to synchronize the pressure. Yeah, you guys kind of not ready. But let's say you are ready. Yeah, maybe you stage in a little bit more. Just 2 seconds more, and then you go on later with your ball. Yeah, is it possible for you to kind of capitalize with it potentially? Anything you could have done here?
Um, yeah, it's tricky because I think also during this game we were giving, and I know me personally, I was giving their Winston like too much respect just because like
Yeah.
I know he's a good Winston player. I feel like it's a weird thought, but I feel like if all five of us just sent it while the ball was diving there and just kept shooting the Winston or something,
Yeah.
he would either jump out or bubble,
Yeah,
and he
exactly.
wouldn't be able to dive.
Exactly. And I want you guys to force the bubble when you're doing this first stage of the pressure. Maybe you can try. You can try at least. But the way you posture now, it's really just guys, please dive us. Yeah, like dive us with full resources and disrupt. Sure, and you did great with disrupting, but you could force out even more resources here. So I'm thinking maybe push up more, yeah, at least, yeah, taking slightly more a sharper angle over here, maybe staying with the trace, so like you mentioned, maybe it's just even playing hop on this wall, so but it shouldn't be that far. You guys playing the dive team, so I definitely think find more opportunities to close the gap in a way. Maybe it's not exactly, maybe you will not find any opportunity to do something, but at least you're gonna be there in a position to help out somebody, yeah. You're not playing Pocom, right? So you don't want to play like where Baptiste would be or where Larry would be, maybe. Yeah, you don't want to play really far. Okay, so see and look at this graph. I'm just keeping it for now because it's important. Here, yeah, the value is here, and also you did this up there and later over here. This is what I want you to do consistently. So that
Yeah,
doesn't make sense why it's important for you to look for the value
yeah.
early phase. Okay.
I
So.
think
Mhm.
um. So I think also the reason I just didn't go, I guess I'm just like scared. I don't know what I'm scared of, but it's like I feel like in my mind I was like, oh, if I walk forward too much, I might just die. I don't know.
Oh, well, reasonable. Yeah, but only reasonable if we don't know the information. Yeah, we like, if we didn't scout enough. I guess first of all, well, the scouting, usually characters like Bolt, Tracer can help you out, just give you the comp. Maybe, sorry, maybe we can also push her without position and just actively scout as well. So instead of being on this low ground, maybe hop on the wall, stay there a little bit longer, maybe on this one too, so you don't just go forward right away. No, you scout the information first, or maybe ask your team to scout and then make a decision. So it's kind of like that. Yeah, I don't think there will be like maybe too much of a pressure from you like now this early phase, but then later, let's see. But the ball just did all of that. The Winston dove in. It was good boop. And then later, yeah, are you guys doing something actually? You setting up the pressure. You see this? Your ball is gonna go in. I think actually like now is rolling through, and you guys are here. This is gonna be problematic. This is something you guys want to discuss. So your value here again. You did disrupt the Winston. How you capitalize on it? You have high tempo com and definitely looking for the opportunities, yeah, making sure we're closing the gap, and you should help out your team here, communication wise, yeah, too. You can just say, okay, maybe when we can stabilize, can be over here, and later you just tell your team, okay, it's time to attack. It's time they use this important cooldown or so. Yeah. Does it make sense or?
Yeah. So what you're essentially saying is we need to be participating as five. So like when our ball's engaging,
Mhm.
our backline needs to be participating. Um.
Overall, yeah, but yeah, exactly, and it can be solved in both ways. Just making sure your ball is first of all maybe looking around, checking what you guys doing, and you guys also telling him and maybe checking with the ball what he's exactly doing. If you're looking to play the dot, because it's not good, especially not good if the ball is looking to slam just like that, and there's only Tracer around, like nobody's around, and the Winston bubble is out. By the way, remember that. And you guys are just
Mhm.
sitting in this room now. So the ball actually rolls out with the low shields. You guys got good high ground control, but here comes the Winston phase again. You see this? So it's just right here, sort of. Well, it's not again the most accurate, but yeah, let me just remove this. I'm just gonna remove this here. But yeah, you remember this? Yeah, the same stuff. They went with the bubble, and now it's time for you to again stabilize it, disrupt the Winston. Okay, but then later you should be here. Yeah, so you kind of missed. It seems like you missed at least 2 opportunities for you guys to be aggressive before, slightly more aggressive, because with they win the resource war. Yeah, you constantly playing for just to try to disrupt the Winston, but you're not playing for your dive here.
Yeah.
So does it make sense to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna write down this. Just gonna some specific notes. Yeah, like ball comp. Higher tempo. Yeah, you know, because you have the higher tempo, we are doing what? You can, yeah, you can look for more frequent value. Just try to dive initially. Yeah, maybe force out cooldowns from the enemy. Okay, and then later, what you're gonna be doing? Disrupt the Winston. That was good. Disrupt the Winston. Okay, and later you search for dive opportunities one more time, especially because they don't have bubble. And here's the thing: you also need to find a way to be proactive too. Let's see. Okay, they're doing great actually as a Winston player. They went in. Okay, they don't have bubble. They stabilize, and you actually got the Genji. That was really bad on his part. I don't think you should have gone that far. They should have stabilized. But maybe now it can actually open up more opportunities for you to do something. Let's see. Your speed boost to kite the dive, I think it can be reasonable too, but it can also be enable the dive sometimes. But it's rare. It's more rare because speed boost, it just mostly it's not gonna be needed for mobile characters anyway. You don't you get, because they just can't close the gap within a second. I'm thinking like here, what are you trying to do with your speed boost? What is that about?
Actually, have
Or
no
like
idea.
heal lamp here? Because yeah, you switch to speed boost later though, so it seems like you're trying to speed out the ball. So
Yeah, maybe Ball or Kiriko.
yeah.
Um.
Yeah, so it seems,
Yeah, I'm
but
not sure.
that doesn't make sense with what we mentioned. Like, do we need to use speed boost and doing this? Is you?
No.
So it can be saved, I guess, for the times exactly when the Winston is diving. Maybe it can also be to save your life. Yeah, let's just call it this. We have this sort of 3 stages with you. Kinda. Yeah, so it's you looking for the dive first, they look for the dive, what do you do against them, and then later you look for the dive one more time. The blue was fine, yeah, you deserve the Winston. Now, it would be really good to maybe, for you, because you got your speed boost, to just heal up in general, to maybe heal up, stabilize, yeah, this one, or maybe you could try to go in and be more aggressive, and because the attention is in you, you can also use your amp. It's like as a speed boost or try to get out. Yeah, you did capitalize of the good opportunities there. Yeah, this is nice. Okay. So now see we again at this first stage. First stage one more time. More proactive, high tempo comp. Dive in, force out something. See where you're playing now? Where could you be?
Uh-huh. I could be like further to the left, like in the corner. Like I guess closer in position to where my tracer is, so that way I can get to the dive easier because our ball is engaging.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, we want to get closer. Search for opportunities. Yeah, those just forcing out the cooldowns, I think, and your ball is also diving in something to capitalize off. Well, you guys have to make the plan though around it. Yeah, like maybe, yeah, maybe it just would be even better to let them in and then do that. But again, you guys need to be in a position. Maybe it's not the best minefield, but you need to be here, be in a position later when the Winston dives the Cassidy. Sure, go towards him, but he's not even there anyway. So yeah, it was not reasonable playing that far. You later you go here though. But it's just early, yeah, who knows? Maybe you do more pressure on the Moira with the ball here. Maybe you're also able to just get an extra damage done in this room, who knows? Yeah, it's a little bit, you don't want to overcommit here because of the where your team is, but yeah, I guess
I could have just played cover and shoot.
yeah, exactly. Just probably play cover and shoot. I think looking at those triggers is really nice when your ball is really active. You know, okay, those spikes of pressure. Yeah, look at those spikes of pressure. Actually, this is good. This is good phrase. Like I think it's just, yeah. Let's just say play around spikes of pressure. Okay, I'm gonna phrase it this way for you, like as a main idea, and it can be either you play around spikes of pressure with your team or the enemy. Yeah, you can disrupt them and enable you. And see now, is there a big spike of pressure inside the room? Yeah, I only have the ball over here, and most of my team is around there. Well, maybe not as much, not as much, but when you can scout for this, yeah, when you can scout for like what your team is doing, it should be typically. So it can be, I'm again using this graph, it can be right here. So this is your scouting opportunity right before the fight, okay? When you've done the first dive, okay, you've been aggressive. They also dive in you, sure, but you also have to use it as an opportunity kind of to scout, ideally, because you're not being as active as your own resources. So it's here, yeah, and maybe over there, yeah, after you capitalize of the second opportunity later, you again scout. It's kind of like that. Maybe I can make a screenshot of this if you like. I'm just gonna use this as a reference later in the notes. Okay. Yeah, let's keep going. Let's see.
Because I know one thing that I noticed the other team is doing well is almost every single time the monkey engages with bubble, the Genji's also there.
Exactly.
There's like it's a
yeah.
lot of burst damage that comes out.
True. That's why you want to be there. This is good. You want to be there, but because it's so flexible, also finding opportunities to force out the CDs before they dive you. Really important in the dive mirror.
Yeah.
So now you're this kind of first stage. Let's see. What guy's trying to do? Well, you have the Kitsune. They're trying to dive you, so you disrupt them right away. Yeah, you kind of skip this first stage, I guess. Yeah, this is kind of tiny space for you too. Not might be not the best, but let's see. While you bolt, you look to slam. Okay. Now you stabilize again because of the Winston's there. Okay. So you just got your Tracer. Yeah, it seems like really it's more desynchronized here for sure. And also the space we're choosing. Maybe you guys can think about something. Do you remember what your plan was around here, generally speaking?
No. Actually, you know what? I did. I don't know if it'd be too much time. I did stream the game, so technically may be able to see the comms, what we were talking about.
I mean, if you
Um,
if you want, but yeah, if you don't remember, well, well, we could look, but yeah, just I don't think the comms might be. Yeah, we don't have to put it as a priority. Maybe at least today. Later we can. It's up to you. Yeah, I was just curious because it's interesting why you all here. It's just why exactly
yeah.
this space here? Why not to maybe take somebody take wide angle, like look to take or capitalize over it, more open space here, because you're making it so much easier for them to also dive you inside the smaller room. So
Yeah. Yeah. Just feels uncomfortable walking through here into what they're
yeah,
running.
exactly. Really difficult. I don't think. Yeah, just read it off.
So we should be walking. I guess the idea is to be somewhat split, or we should be walking like.
Definitely split. With a dive, you don't want to be finding yourself with the stage phase like too stacked. Split. You got the Kitsune though, so you need to capitalize with. You can have somebody split, somebody like together on this main angle. Like you probably still can stay with the cash, sure, but then just find a way with your Kitsune. Find a way to kind of affect most of your team. Maybe somebody comes from the angle. Let's say maybe I even got somebody flanking like over here, forcing the point. Yeah, maybe to ace or ball. Maybe they do that, and then you split attention. Then you use Kiryu ultimate, and then you use it also towards your second group. Like I don't know what would be the way. Maybe going from this high ground towards the point, for example. Yeah, and then you would affect like 2 groups here at least, but. I definitely not stacked with the dive. I think it's just might be complicated here. Even though you have Kitsune, you still need to find a way to take angles. It's fine though. Okay, at this point you just stabilize. Again, spikes of pressure. What I'm looking to do early, just spam, just shoot something. Yeah, maybe you can. Well, they dive in you, so you have to. You see this? So it's really fast though. So like, even now when you set in, just your normal shooting, it's something what can force out their CDs, so it's gonna be harder for them to dive you. You see this Genji is using deflect. This is your part.
Yeah.
This is your kind of first part of like doing this graph. Yeah, you apply pressure. After, they're not gonna be as comfortable staying up close. So you disrupting like here. Yeah, good. Now search for dive opportunities instantly. So where should you go with your position? Well, where should you be right away actually with your position right after this boop? So speed boost, all of this, yeah, maybe even heal is fine. Where should you go? So you'll be able to capitalize with the dive later as well.
Maybe go with my ball.
Go with your ball. So it's where? Wait, the ball.
Well, as we come back, he's coming out.
Yeah, but he's not here. So do you want to stay in a low ground here? Like kind of you want to read the far back too, just right here. I'm thinking, what if you hop on this wall right away? You do all of these actions, you hop on the wall, and just in case if there's an opportunity, it's gonna be easier for you to like maybe boop somebody in. Yeah, maybe Genji overextends.
Oh,
Yeah, boom somebody in. Maybe there will be, I don't know, maybe Winston overextends. Boop somebody in. You search for opportunities right after, so you're not just totally scared. Yeah, like they use this. No, I still trying to find a position. Yeah, trying to find a position to capitalize on what they do. Yeah, so I'm gonna say this. Yeah, trying to find a position to be aggressive. Yeah, like punish. And let's say, yeah, to punish. Punish their CDs. And the first spike, it was find a position to force out CDs. Yeah, this is what you need to look for more, it seems. All of the spikes of pressure when the divers are doing something. Because maybe if you would be closer to this wall, see suddenly, see how far you are. You're going from here to here, but you could be already here, and then maybe you move the Genji, and maybe you kill him. So it's really scared, like we're too far for no reason. You see this?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, their ball's in.
Yeah, and that's why just this position, you've been, I guess, still relatively protective when this happens, but you're still taking this kind of more aggressive approach. Yeah, let me see the good representation of it. Maybe I got some good examples. Let me see Lucio. Typically, Fanny Aster is really good at it, actually. He's really good at annoying the enemy and constantly staying at the right position. Sort of, yeah, let's put it this way, like being able to disrupt the enemy when they're active, but also help your team's pressure too at the same time. Let me see. I think I have something here. Okay, so Lucio, yeah, Funny Aster is really good
I
use for
think
it. Yeah.
I'm kind of starting to notice. I think my mindset on Lucio was just like I was just like in survival mode the entire time. But like once you see that monkey bubble come out, this switch should like flip to okay, now it's time for us to be aggressive
Exactly.
because
Yeah.
yeah,
Exactly. So this is what I think, yeah. Um need to look at this more. Let me see. It was one student. Yeah, actually, I've been showing them was great example on King Zero, Lucio King Zero. Hey, Funny Astra. I think might be this one. Yeah, because because I've been saving a few examples there. Might be over here. I find it. No, it's Sakenwald. Okay, maybe this one. It's just 1 second. Okay. I had a bunch of replays, good replays saved, but sometimes they just getting deleted for no reason. It's like, yeah, I think it's really a little bit annoying, but it's fine. Okay, this one. Okay, good. Not this. How about this one? And maybe any random actually. Okay, maybe any
Oh
recent
my god,
one.
it's out.
Yeah, let's see. Gonna pull this out here. Okay,
Okay.
so and it seems like it's King. Oh yeah, it's King's of Game too. Oh well, let's see. Maybe it's still a good one. But still, they're really great at all this wall rides, enabling, disabling. Okay, right away. Well, seeing them wall ride, just doing the initial pressure really throws off the enemy aim, but it's still able to do this early pressure. That's why I always want you to ideally see on somewhat of a vertical angle at the start of the pressure, even though we're just forcing out the CDs from the enemy divers. Yeah, remember when I was saying, oh, you over here, why are you on the low ground? Well, maybe you could hop on the wall somewhere. You did stay over here a little, but you could be staying there longer to just do initial pressure. Yeah, and this is what they do here as well, okay? But you also see how they're gonna transition from one angle to another. They're gonna be actively searching for who is active on the enemy team and also seeing who is active on yours. So it's similar thing with you. Yeah, you have active members as divers. This is one, and the enemy active members, they're also divers here, so you're disabling the dive mostly. Yeah, mostly it's about that and helping your custody when you're disabling the dive. So see here, okay, maybe they notice somebody comes from the left angle and they stay here quite a lot, just trying to force out all this pressure. Yeah, actively shooting, seeing okay, maybe they push them or not. But at the same time, they keep an eye on what's happening in the other angle and see, because they hop on the wall, they don't just maybe give up the angle right away. They kind of stay there. So the same thing you sort of do, maybe like, let's say the ball dived you where we were, yeah, around here, yeah, but it dove in, but I'm still kind of staying searching. Yeah, well, what are the options, yeah, maybe there's not too big of a commitment, but they still kind of look around actively saying, okay, what is gonna happen. And later you will see, I think the one angle probably gonna commit, probably the left. Yeah, let's see, the left angle typically, yeah, you don't want to clear the high ground. So see, they commit and they're already in a position to be active. Yeah, it's just because you're there, because you're already at this good position, you can maybe boop somebody in. Yeah, help out your Genji.
Mm.
Later, once you deleted this angle, okay, we help out this guy, the Genji, can see if there's somebody else needs help. But yeah, they won the fight already. But it's kind of constant theme, just being more. I think it's really important. Being proactive, use the loose to kind of get close with something. Yeah, it's good to like disrupt, but also get close with something. Even though you're playing it against the dive members, yeah, they'd like to trade the backline with you, but you first of all need to solve how do you go on their backline and only later disrupt them. Yeah, going on your backline, I guess, as a Lucio. So it's gonna be really like staying on all this angle, seeing just really vertical too. So you solve the enemy aim, seeing okay, this Genji is the most aggressive, can go on them. It's a little bit the brig there also, and yeah, they eventually get a kill. And then later, let's see, maybe the another angle they're gonna be more active. Yeah, like the transition
Yeah,
to
he has the advantage.
towards the yeah. They're really good at staying at the good dispositions. That's why I want you to really emphasize this too, because you quite slimy as Lucio. You're really annoying. You can be annoying with your movement and stay at the good spot, and because enemies are chasing you, your team can survive. This is the skill you wanna ideally polish as much as possible. You see, even this brick here, they're trying to maybe chase him for a little bit. They lose bunch of the HP. They looked around, and now they recognize, oh, there's Southern and Lucius behind me, and then this guy is over here too, on the Junker Queen. But the Lucio is so fast. It's so like slimy in a way. Yeah, you can go from one spot to another really fast. So it's yeah, it's something you want to abuse. And see here, by the way, what they do. The enemy done a lot of pressure. Okay, they may be just using the speed boost, get out. Yeah, this is totally doable. But before, it's always, I guess, being in more proactive position, finding more opportunities for you to do something, to disrupt the enemy, even not against the dive, even just against any enemy. Let's put it this way. Yeah, I don't know. Does it make sense? Maybe any questions here? Yeah, maybe any questions about all of this?
No, yeah, that totally makes sense. The only difficulty I see with me is I don't know. I wouldn't say like my wall riding mechanics are bad.
Mhm.
It's just it doesn't like obviously for Funny Astro it looks very natural and easy for him to wall ride
Oh
and
yeah,
shoot and
that's true.
aim. Uh, I think that'd be more tricky for me. So I guess you have any advice on how I can best practice that?
Uh,
Um,
any advice? Well, just practice, but yeah, overall, huh? Any specifics I can think about? Yeah, well, I guess it's just yeah, I just get out there and do that. I think is the biggest part, but yeah, maybe seeing what exactly is I guess stopping you from wall riding. Yeah, maybe what keeping you busy is that you're trying to track a lot of information. Maybe you're trying to think a little bit about something a little bit more. Maybe you tense, like anxious about something. Yeah, there might be a lot of cases. Yeah, think about it. What influences you not wall riding the game properly? Because mechanically, overall, you just press spacebar. Yeah, press spacebar, AD keys, all of this. But you definitely have to think about something else. That's why a lot of times players compensate with a position because they do that. So there's something to think about. Yeah, what kind of skill you can make more natural? So it's sort of a habit. So it's gonna be easy for you to wall ride as well. Might be good to think about. Yeah, does it make sense to you or?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so in your case here, it would be at least yeah something we can start with is thinking about this more proactivity. Yeah, once you kind of at least in this matchup, you more naturally able to do that. It's gonna be even easier. Yeah, it's gonna be easier later with wall rides and everything. I really don't like this this small space here. I don't, if you're playing for the beat, I think it's fine. If you don't, you probably don't want to stay there in the start space. But with the beat, it's like again, do you want to use just for the pure engagement the beat? But yeah. Oh, by the way, who is responsible for making plans in your team overall?
Um, I don't think we designated anybody. Um, it was either sometimes it was me or sometimes it was our tank.
Okay. I
That's what
think
I remember.
something you can think about is the quality of your plans overall too. This is, well, I don't think might be good to exactly maybe cover you in this. Maybe you can do it later, but overall with ultimates you had, 5 ultimates coming out of this base and starting with the beat might be not the best approach. At least what you want to start with the plan. Remember, proactivity. It doesn't matter what comp is, even though I do this graph to you that you have higher tempo, so you need to start off your pressure first. Still, think about proactivity. And maybe actually, because sometimes you come up with a plan. What's your thoughts? Yeah, so you have all those ultimates because you participate in a plan. You mentioned making a plan. What your plan could be here, possibly.
Um, we could play for rush, so we can dive. Yeah, obviously, assuming so in a hypothetical situation, if we didn't all walk out that top room,
Yeah, it's also
then
the part of the plan too. The planning ideally should start when you're in a spawn room, maybe before that, so you can position accordingly. Yeah, like around here. Mm-hmm.
okay. Then I think me and Cass can rotate out bottom left there, like away from the
Mm-hmm.
that right corner. And I think
Yeah,
Tracer
yeah,
can
yeah,
take
yeah,
that right side.
yeah.
And then Kiri can maybe go with Tracer, or she can
Mm-hmm.
even. It's a bit of a risky play, but it's something I've done sometimes. Is where my dive tank will go in, I'll TP, and
Yep.
then throw my Kitsune out.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. What is your plan around ultimates, though? What kind of ultimates you looking for? You think?
For the enemy team
No.
or
Your
for ours.
yeah. Again, most important. What do you do with your own stuff first? The enemy is also important, but second. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think here a nice plan would probably to be engage, kind of dive onto soldier or mercy, and then rush
Rush,
with that
sure.
so you can
Okay.
stay. Yeah.
So see, ideally with the plants, it's always something you guys should be doing is trying to make sure the plants are really simple and concise. So with what you said, yeah, it can be quickly said. Okay, let's rush, initial rush, and later we maybe can do the beat, yeah, to stabilize. Or maybe we can also do something like, yeah, I think the beat is fine. Or maybe it could be cast ult first and beat later. You probably will force out the blade as well, or maybe Winston's ultimate, hopefully. So it will make even more sense to beat second. But it's because you done proactive play. Yeah, it's not because you've been stuck in a room. You let them dive you. So see all of this. Yeah, this is why I don't maybe like it as much. You all of this here. You stuck in a room, let them dive you, and then they force out the beat because of it. And it was maybe not the best. Yeah, we could maybe do something more proactive with that before, because you would set up something like Rush or maybe cast ultimate initially to force out something like Blade or Winston's ult. So see, yeah, proactivity, yeah, participate in it too, even with the. Yeah, you even just from perspective, for the sake of you using ultimate in a better way, generally speaking. I really don't like when people say, oh, like you have to maybe hold the beat for something. It's not about holding, it's more about how can I set up more proactive pressure. So I force out something from them. Yeah, maybe you force out the beat, sorry, the blade, maybe you force out the monkey as well. Or you can use your beat later, sure. This is more of like, again, passive approach here to me. You just, the dive happens and then you sort of dive, and then they use Winston ultimate because of it, because of because of your beat. So it's that. Well, let's keep watching. Yeah, always figure this out. And, oh, by the way, the important thing, when you figure out what ultimates use first, you quickly can come up with your position, what is the best for it, yeah? Maybe some people could make some adjustments. They could say, okay, I could flank on all of this and that, but ideally, if you guys play quite a lot together, everybody should know where they should be for the exact plan you're trying to achieve. Yeah, Cassidy would know, if you want to start with the Cass ultimate, that they probably need open sightline over here, or yeah, just somewhere. Probably, I think there's good space to cover. Or your Kiri, they would know that they need to be, I don't know, on a, like you mentioned, that left angle. As an example, it's just because of it, it's faster and it's easier for you to synchronize the pressure. Okay, let's watch the second. Let's see here. Again, same matchup. They got life fever though. Huh? Let's see.
Yeah, they're always playing a very weird backline, but their team also, like, I think their players are also they're like high masters and GM as well, so they played very well.
So I'm thinking about this right away. Playing around the spikes, your first spike of pressure when ball dives in, any higher quality pressure, maybe anywhere it could be, or maybe this is good enough. What's your thoughts? Because your ball dives in, yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, I right there with my ball. I'm just shooting whoever he's shooting, maybe.
So it's just get closer, you think?
Um,
Could you be on this middle pillar potentially? I'm thinking, like, just why not? Potentially, yeah. This staging
above
phase.
the monkey.
Well, maybe over here, yeah, on the middle pillar.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Possibly, yeah. And see, again, it's kind of similar to what the Faniaso is doing too. Yeah, they've been in a position where the opportunities might arise. Yeah, and opportunities with your ball, well, he's gonna slam something. Maybe if I'm there, so from middle pillar, definitely possible. Fine, yeah, going with him. Maybe there's no good opportunity. I will bail. Yeah, I will go from here towards my backline, help my Cassidy leader. But what's really important, when you stay in here, guess what? The Winston will try to maybe chase you. If he'll try to chase you, if you're good at surviving movement, all of that, and if you're in the right position, then this is good cooldown trade too. Yeah, you am diving, just you and the wall riding, because you're wall riding, you're saving your team quite a lot. Really important, yeah, because you do all of this more proactive pressure, I guess. They use they still use the bubble though, which is great. It just I think you would have you could have forced it out because of your more proactive play initially too. And then later, so here, well, especially when the bubble is used, go in. Yeah, go in, do something. And I think this is good here, the speed boost. And this is good. You also disrupt the jump, great. Yeah. Go after the Genji, he's the most active. Yeah, I definitely don't think there's maybe like target priority issue on your part. You just need to be at better position in a way. Like playing around the spikes of pressure, like you mentioned. Yeah. So like,
I think I remember what I was doing here. I kind of did have that switch flip with like playing passive and playing aggressive, but when I play aggressive, it was to like speed my cast in, not to actually
Mm-hmm.
dive anything.
Yeah, yeah, and so see, it could be both then. Yeah, speed cast in and then look for a dive with your with your members, because you also did book the Winston right away. Nothing stops you too. Well, there's nothing. Yeah, the bubble, especially if it's not there, it should be already good enough reason for you to not stay. Just go in and be aggressive, but. Yeah, even with
Yeah.
that, you already did great at disrupting. So now again, first spike of pressure. I'm just looking to shoot. Oh, well, I don't know. Maybe like be on this. Yeah, this is kind of good enough space to play around, I guess. Maybe being on this wall, shooting Lil, being annoying. I don't think your ball should be here though. Yeah, like something for you guys to talk about. If you're looking for initial spikes of pressure, really do it around where most of your team is. This is something you guys want to discuss. Your tracer angle is here, your Kiri is here, so well, no reason for this guy to like go in and exactly like maybe slam yet. Yeah, do it like now. Wish maybe go on a Genji. Yeah, first spike of pressure. Maybe you can force out something. Then later you will boop the Winston. Now I want you to be just more precise around those spikes, I guess. See, by the way, when you're done the speed boost out, so you helped him out, okay? Speed boost out. Now search for opportunities. Again, a little bit too far. Maybe go on the, so you're helping guys go on the middle pillar, right there. And you instantly go around here and see, maybe that search, you will find opportunities just like this one if Ball slams something. Maybe he will not, but at least you've been here. So see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not there. Yeah, really far. Again, sniper range.
Yeah, it's definitely. I think I was too tunneled on like protecting our cast.
Which is not a bad thing too, but let's put it this way: protecting the Cassidy, the best protection sometimes it's attack. Well, a lot of times in Overwatch it's attack. It's being proactive. So
Yeah.
at first, yeah, watch out what you can do. Yeah, because even though you're being overprotective here, you did try this, and it's still the day if they're able to dive your cast with full resources. A lot of times it will not end up good. Yeah. Of course, I could say small things such as, well, you messed up your boob there, maybe you could have paid more attention to your Cassidy, but it just, yeah, I also want you to be more proactive, so this will not even happen sometimes. Okay, yeah, I think this is, yeah, there's a lot of stuff, a lot of theory like that, but yeah, maybe you want to keep watching this, or you think it's just the same mistakes? Yeah, if it's just the same matchup, probably it's gonna be the same theme here, but yeah, maybe any questions? Maybe any questions you got about the Lucio so far?
Yeah, no, that's actually all very straightforward. I think I was just. It's like what my mistake was just walking into this game with one plan and one plan only, just to protect the cast rather than search for opportunities, because
Yes.
capitalizing on those would also indirectly protect our
Yeah,
cast.
really important. I want your mindset to always be not how to stop them from doing something, but think how are you gonna do something as a team first? Yeah, so it's basically, maybe they got 5 ultimates. Yeah, a lot of people would say, okay, you can go on a dry fight, just, like let them use this, okay, play around this and this, be really ready for certain ultimate. Yeah, just stop their ultimate. But I don't want you to say this. I want you to, how can I be aggressive? Yeah, how can I be active with my play? So I'm gonna force out something. Yeah, force out constantly. And this is really important mindset to have. Yeah, protection is also fine. Yeah, because you doing good at thinking what their win condition might be. Yeah, the diving the Cassidy is definitely the weaker link. The Cassidy is kind of weaker and easier to dive. So you're doing good at it, but you also need to think, how do you set up your own pressure too? And it not only involves playing around the Cassidy. Yeah, so I'm just gonna put it as a note too. Yeah, think
Yeah.
how to set up your own pressure. Okay, do we want to look at the Kiri game then? We have some time, or yeah, what do you want to do?
Yeah, we can definitely look at the carry game. Um, oh, actually, I have a question. So, because the other,
Oh wait, something happened.
hello,
So yeah, so, okay, now I can hear you.
I think I lagged out or something.
Yeah, it's alright.
Uh, I just had another question. So another plan is also for me to play Brig in some of these comps.
Sure.
So obviously Brig doesn't have the mobility that um Lucio does, but she's better at protecting, right? Like a
True.
specific target.
Sure.
So if I were playing, so if we were going like on a Brig cast instead of Kiri Lucio,
Number cast.
it would
Okay.
mainly just be it would be that would it be mainly that one plan, like just protecting my cast?
Still, you tell me. You tell me, how can you be in this mindset of let me force out something as a break potentially? What it could be doing as well. There
Because
are
like I
multiple
know the
things. Hmm.
like there's definitely angles I can play where I can support my DPS like
True.
a tracer or something with
True.
armor pack, like
Exactly. Armor
safely.
packs. Yeah, safely armor packs. Okay. Sure. Think about, because we
Um,
did talk about with Lucy a lot about your position, yeah, how your position might force out cooldowns, because yeah, you position in a this more proactive way. Well, what about the brick? Could you do that as well?
y- uh, I think so, because to a degree she has mobility with the shield dash. Like I
Yes,
can use that to escape.
exactly, exactly, and this is what the best brick players do. Yeah, you can extend your position as far as, yeah, let's put it this way, kind of playing this one bash away, yep, making sure you go in actively somewhere on the angle, and because they dive you, yeah, they see, okay, the break is maybe being aggressive sometimes, and you did force out quite a lot of resources. Well, first of all, you're also gonna stay alive because of your shield, but you also got the bash to trade with their mobility or trade with their cooldowns they send to you. So this is how you can think about the brick. And with flail, well, it's mostly because they do something, you kind of boop them away. But also, don't forget, when you have this kind of, I guess, poke face in a way, nothing's happening. You can also proc this inspire too, just in case. This might help out you as well. But yeah, there's quite a lot about what you can do with your bash, with your position. Like good bricks, trust me, they're so annoying at just being aggressive at the angle, but then escaping because of the good bash. So something you want to be used to, right? Does it make sense to
Yeah,
you, or?
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but you're right. Yeah, with the brick is kind of in this case gonna be more to dive characters, so you'll be staying with stationary characters more compared to Lucio, who is looking to dive in. But it does mean that it's only one job here. Yeah, to only stay and protect, boop somebody out with the flail. Yeah, it's not only that. Yeah, always search for opportunities to be proactive first. Yeah, even as a brick, even as a brick. Okay,
Yeah.
nice. Okay.
Um. Just sorry, just one more question. I kind of wanted to get your expert opinion. So if we were to run this comp right where we have tracer
Hmm.
cast ball, what do you think is a better backline to? I don't know. What do you think is like a better backline overall to support the DPS and the ball? Is it on a Brig or is it Kiri Lucio?
Okay, okay, no, because okay, this is really there's no, okay. Let's put it this way.
There's no set answer.
Yeah, because here's the thing: how you form compositions, it's based on strong heroes. Okay, let me just say this. Yeah, strong characters. Yeah, characters and characters. So like once you got those, you kind of find characters who, I guess, complement those characters really well. But what Strong is about, first of all, it's about comfort picks. This is the most important. Comfort picks.
Mhm.
Okay? So it's not even just like meta characters, okay, this character is better than this one. Yeah, just comfort picks. You really need to pay attention to it first. Yeah, if you have Fire One trick, you would not form composition to like um around like force him to play Cassidy, and that's why sometimes you see this one trick teams, right? Maybe even I remember there was when on a team was someone like Yazan, yeah, he was playing quite a lot of Pharah. Well, he's still he's more flexible at this point. Yeah, he's also playing some of the hit scans. Sometimes he also does the echo, but yeah. Anyway, you see, the main point is form composition around comfort picks, and then the second thing is the meta characters, but it's less important. Yeah, the meta characters form strong composition. Yes, they're making something strong. Yeah, maybe okay, there's a Mauga meta, you play Mauga, But you would not play Mauga if you have really good ball one trick. Yeah, that's why comfort picks matters more than the meta, really. Even though it seems like not the best meta picks. So this is how I would form composition. Yeah, if you those characters you play, you comfortable with those? First of all, this is what matters the most. Yeah. Just in a general way that, well, what is better if you have equal skill? So was again the question was, is it better to play Anna Brig or what was the second? Yeah, can you remind
Or
me?
Kira Lucio.
Kiri
Like in
Lucio. I would play. Okay, against them. Yeah, if you have equal skill, Anna Brig or because this also depends on the map. On
Mhm.
shorter sidelines map, definitely Lucio Kier 100%. Longer
Okay.
sidelines, well, yeah, it's just with the Ana. Because of the Ana, you need to more space around the nades and making sure you're able to do that. You need long sideline, kind of openish angle to come up with. So this way you can maybe run Ana. Yeah, if you got this good sideline for her, she's able to set up her own pressure, your own nade. Then this is fine. Yeah, so it's really, but don't think about it too much. Comfort picks first for sure. Yeah,
Okay.
this is what I would say. Yeah. Like whenever I see the teams, they think okay, like the meta, like this is everything, and it's not really the case. You need to think about what you're comfortable with first, what you have the most practice on too. Yeah, and this always gets you more value, even though your composition is really like non-meta. I remember there was a there was a time when I was coaching one collegiate team. They were plat team, just average plat team. Well, I mean the average level was plat, and they were playing against masters. Masters team, they were running meta, but we really been good at this one composition. We've been playing brawl at the time, but with Symmetra, and we've been really good at just like tipping out and forcing out resources, just splitting the enemy resources, and the enemy they actually even against the masters we won. So we won we won two maps, and they won. Yeah, I think it was they won three. I forgot the exact numbers. Yeah, but we got two maps actually. Because of the just how well we practice, how comfortable we are on our characters and our heroes. Yeah, it's just one example, but it's just yeah. It can also apply to the pro level too. You see a lot of the storm players, yeah, the pro players overall, they can that cases when you have this one trick teams a lot of times and they succeed too. Um okay, yeah, any questions about that as well or
Yeah. No. That all makes sense.
mm-hmm. Okay, then what do we do with you? We look at the Kiri or
Um. Yeah. I think Kiriko would be the next best. Let me see. Okay. Yeah. It'll send me the code.
hmm.
And the Kiriko will be second round, second and third round. I think the
Oh,
first round I
sure.
played Lucio.
Okay, second round. Let's take a look.
I think the second round the Kiriko pick goes really well, but then the third round we just like struggle for some reason.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, so the first round was the usual TP strategy, right? Okay.
Yeah, and we just tried to sit on point.
Uh-huh. Okay.
It just ended up not working out for us.
Well, they just it's still gonna be quite important. And even though you sit on point, finding this spice of pressure where you can rush something because you see their composition, they've been playing quite pokish. So you guys, you cannot just sit on point. You still will be. You need to find opportunities to TP in, to speed boost in as well. Yeah, let's put it this way. Because if you just sit, they're gonna outpoke you. So maybe that's what happened there, most likely, but I'm not sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Here you got Kiri. Okay, so you go Kiri, and
I'll find my own
yeah, what was the
path.
exact reason for you to do? Yeah, to go Kiri there.
Um, because I thought on Kiri I'm just gonna flank them and then just
Yeah,
kill their
sure.
DPS.
Yeah, just kind of
rather than just
comfortable,
this, yeah.
comfortable flanking there. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Why not? It can be. Okay. Then you want to choose to play with your Trace some more. Okay. Okay, support this angle here. Yeah, anything you struggled in specific with the Kyrie overall during this match?
Um, I think one also. In this match in particular, I'm not sure.
Or like in general, maybe
I-
there's something.
In general, yeah. In general, one thing I also wonder if it's like my mistake or not is sometimes I may be staying in for too long. Even if I'm getting valuable damage off, because somebody behind me might actually need healing.
So it's sort of this example here. This is when you kind of stay a little bit too long. That's what you're thinking,
Um,
or
this might be, yeah. Because there's situations where I've been in games where I TP back to somebody right when they die.
okay,
Uh,
okay. Okay, let's pay attention to that more. Yeah, what do you think? So this pressure over here, and it seems like you comfortable standing. You took the angle. You in control of this angle now, and you using it to your advantage. So this is active pressure towards the enemy. Okay. So
yeah.
what's your thoughts? Is it useful to your team? Let's put it this way. Yeah, like at this point of time, do we want to be active from this angle? Yeah, like any thoughts here?
Yeah, I think part of the reason for this, I feel like I should be staying in longer is
Mhm.
because we have a BAP as well.
Yeah.
Who I know can be healing my Ryan, but also I see like the entire team except for the diva in front of me and
Yeah.
looking at me too.
Yeah, so see, it kind of ended up right in a way too. I think. Yeah, as long as you know. So see, maybe looking at this idea of the kill zone can be useful. If you're not sure what if you should be active or not, see if there's a commitment towards where most of your team can do something. So it's sort of in a way, well, your kill zone, let's call it like, can be around here. This is where most of your team is. They can attack. Like your Ashe can shoot, your Bab can shoot, your Ryan can attack, your Angle, you can also attack. So if something happens towards your kill zone, if you attack just during those times, then this is good pressure. You see all of this, you pull them back, D.Va gets less healing, less support, less follow-up. And because this happens, you see what was happening with the D.Va later. D.Va's gonna die. Yeah. Yeah, Tracer died though too, but yeah, it's just something you gotta be thinking about. Am I contributing to the kill zone actually? Is that something? Yeah, is that something I'm doing at the moment? I guess. Bab's dead. Well, have to stabilize in your Ryan. Sure, you got the point. Get the angle again because you can. Get Ryan. Well, your Trace is joining here. Yeah, and the double Riter roll. Yeah, I like the pressure around the angle. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, let's watch later. Okay. Okay. Just how you approach this too. I like you. Okay. So again, if I contribute to the kill zone, okay, D.Va is being active. Okay, so if I disrupt something, it's kind of reasonable. But how to increase your value when you stay in the angle against the Hanzo at least? Any micros to think about, so it's easier for you to get a kill on him. Maybe play around his general damage. What you should be doing.
In order to kill the Hanzo.
Oh, kill the Hanzo, maybe, or maybe force out something. Yeah, like the way we talked about it on Lucio, I guess.
Maybe I could wall climb, take advantage of the vertical mobility.
Okay, okay. Yeah, it can be that. Uh-huh.
I think
So,
also another thing, I could just, I don't know, like distract the Hanzo, but then shoot the diva. That's on point.
yeah, possibly.
That
Yeah,
like,
when they
takes a
use
lot of the
Storm
fight.
Arrow at least. Yeah, exactly. Yes, sir. Exactly, exactly. Yeah, maybe when they use Storm Arrow, yeah, when they're being really active, especially. But I'm thinking the idea is a lot of times is whenever you know that there's a big burst coming in your way, try to change your angle slightly. You see this? Hanzo is going after you. He's applying pressure. Okay, there's an arrow. You also hear he's gonna Storm Arrow in a second. So I wouldn't just pick out. So it's you don't want to pick out the same angle first of all. Yeah, but with Akira, it's typically the way to not peek out the same angle is typically the wall climb is quite good. Yeah, so you wall climb and maybe peek left, so you wouldn't peek right anymore. Wall climb, peek left. This solves the enemy aim. Yeah, maybe later you can also peek out right, but don't just stay at the same angle where they know if they know where you are. Yeah, you don't want a double peek. Change your angle slightly if the big burst coming in your way. This way it could prolong staying there, and who knows, maybe it can influence the outcome of the fight later. Yeah, again, better cooldown trades. What do you think about this Kitsune?
I think it was really bad because like our team was getting out, was being pressured out as I rushed in.
Yeah. And see, it seems like when you use Kitsune, I'm thinking you need a big commitment in the kill zone. Okay, well, some sort of commitment in the kill zone. The Bob can be the commitment, but is it enough for us to use the Kitsune? Yeah, you also need to watch out. Okay, what the enemy teams might do, because if the D was smarter, maybe if they hear Kitsune, they would just maybe try to kite it a little bit more in a comfortable way. Yeah, maybe go over here to help out their team to transition, stuff like that. Just watch out for. Make sure there's commitment first. You still can be active, yeah. You don't want to exactly, I guess, wait for them to use the ultimate, but make sure they at least activate their position. Yeah, keep an eye on. Are they pushing us? Yeah, okay. If they do, I can do something. Yeah, similar to what we mentioned on yeah, it was the Lucio too. Okay, early pressure. Shop a little bit more, stay with the Tracer, and shoot from the angle, fine, yeah. Yeah, this is fine. Just maybe, again, small positional things, like against the Hanzo. If you take an angle on him, trying to maybe for a short period of time, if he has a charged arrow, make sure you wall climb, and when he is not charged, you don't want a Suzu as well. There's no need. He's not charged, yeah, he just shot his arrow. Something for you to keep an eye on. His animations, yeah, the general, if the character is scoped in or not, yeah. Just like now it would make sense to use the Suzu if they use the this storm arrow, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I really like angle control. It's much better, it seems. I remember how we did talk a lot about the angle control in the Kiri before. Yeah, it seems like really so much better, like a second nature. Just still some of the things to polish, yeah? Like some micros there. Yeah, this is fine. This is good, this is good. And then be ready, yeah. Okay, can clear this out, sure. I think it's fine overall. Okay. It's gonna happen later. Yeah, I did set up the aggressive angle here. What happened? Oh, you died to Ash. Let's see why you died. Yeah, it's kind of similar thing to what I mentioned before. You don't want to double peek the angle where they know where you are. You peek in this angle. They know you're here. They hear your shots. You can peek this only differently. So maybe if you really want to peek out around the right side, at least wall climb and then shoot. So you don't just go out there in their crosshair, because they'll be ready. They probably scoped in here something. Well, they kind of almost did, but you know, still. Anyway, their crosshair is gonna be on this place, so make it more difficult. Kitsune, let's see, got back in the fight, and this is better. Well, the Diva is posturing more aggressively, so it's sort of better. Yeah. Okay. Stand an angle here. Okay. Help out is well, just getting rid of the Zenyatta, sure. Yeah, I think the angle control is good overall. Yeah, so it's just small things like when controlling the angle for you to keep an eye on, if something is happening, no, let's put it this way. I wanna be active when enemy is being active towards the kill zone. That is one. Yeah, just be more aware, especially with the ultimate. Yeah, so you don't just use it before. So the enemies, you don't want them to be comfortably kiting from your area, and stuff like the peek the angle. Yeah, make sure you do not double peek. Peek from slightly different angle when fighting versus big burst. Okay? Yeah, if they know where you are. Okay. Yeah, I think it's mainly it. Well, maybe, yeah, anything specific you want me to look at here, or, let's see, there's just been, that seems like the second round, well, the third round, and maybe any questions you
Yeah.
got about this, any specific questions?
Yeah, nothing too specific. It makes sense. I think I get very greedy with a lot of these 1v1s where I just keep peeking the same angle,
Mhm.
trying to finish off that kill. Uh, yeah, I think I'm hoping that the third round will expose, I don't know, maybe some newer mistake that I'm not aware of, because this round
Yeah.
was quite a struggle
I mean,
for
we
some
can, we
reason.
have time to look at a couple of the fights here, well, maybe one, and then we can summarize, but... Let's see, so, again, at the start, okay. By the way, okay, we got on the left side, shooting from here, okay. Up and out the Rhine, well, a bit unfortunate timing with the Suzu. Also in general, also watching out if he's the most active at the moment or not. Yeah, he's playing behind the wall, so might be not needed. Okay. Yeah, stuff like later, you see, okay, and there's actual pressure, committed pressure. Again, wait for commitment. Yeah, I think that's a big point, yeah? With Suzu, no commitment, yeah, from enemy. No commitment, I don't want to use Suzu, okay? And if there's a commitment towards you, yeah, you can use Suzu like it was. But now, you see this? Yeah, I don't want to maybe throw it out exactly. Like here, this is what we call a commitment. Like this D.Va flying in. This guy is also using charge right there, yeah? So something for you to help out with. Just keep them alive slightly longer. Maybe they live, maybe they not, but at least get a better cooldown trade. Okay? So same stuff we talked about with the the kill zone. Okay? Okay, some shots there. Again, seeing where is the most active enemy, making sure you keeping an eye. Once they're being active, you can support your team, you can also disrupt. I don't think you can protect the Ashe from the Hanzo. Well, when the Rhine does this, you're applying your own pressure, so it's reasonable, good timing. Using Suzu on yourself here, it's fine, again, because the enemy commits, and you use Storm Arrow, so... And you did the wall climb before too. Well, I think it's this. Okay. Yeah, well, we got some minutes left, so I would just, first of all, I would summarize, and then if you got any questions, you'll be able to ask those. But yeah, for now, what do we got out of today with you? You tell me so far. Yeah, what are the main ideas?
The big thing with Lucio is I need to have like that. I need to be constantly searching for opportunities rather than trying to stick to one static plan, because
Hmm?
that would be me taking advantage of my kit as Lucio. Like I have the mobility to be able to peel and then immediately flip the switch and then dive after. Um,
Exactly. Hmm?
and a way to position myself better for finding opportunities would be like wall riding a bit more, um, being a bit more forward in my positioning. I feel like I'm probably playing a bit too scared, which is
Hmm?
forcing me to hide a lot, and I'm not able to see opportunities that may
Hmm?
arise.
Hmm?
Um, think that's the big one with Lucio. And then I know we briefly also talked about like fight planning. Fight planning is very important.
Mhm.
Um, so that way everybody's on the same page, and we have some sort of like thing that we're gonna do for the fight. Um, and then for Kiriko, it's just a lot of like me. It's just like a lot of like repeating the same angle when I'm taking duels, and then I'm burning Suzu too early. Like I need to be aware of what the enemies are using before I even decide to throw down Suzu. Like the
Mhm.
example you gave for the Hanzo Storm arrows, that's when the most damage is going to be coming in. So that's when I would want a Suzu. But and then also for teammates that are like actively fighting or being shot at or getting cooldowns thrown into them, that would be a good time to Suzu. But like the Rhine who was taking cover, it would be perfectly fine to just heal him there, like he was safe. I just recognize when teammates and myself are safe and don't exactly require Suzu.
Mhm. Yeah, I think this is good. This is good. Okay, and as important note, okay, as a Lucio, well, any character, keeping an eye on this idea that we want to think how to set up your own pressure. Yeah, this is really important. Just as a general idea. Yeah, when even though I'm playing, maybe it can be more defensive style, maybe just the nature of your comp. Again, you play maybe even Brig, stuff like Brig. You still think how to set up your own pressure. Playing around the spikes of pressure. So it's just basically about like when you got your spike of pressure, okay, and when enemy got their spike, yeah, what you're trying to do is enable your spikes of pressure and disable enemy spikes, okay. So enemy got this, yeah, so I'm gonna write it down this way, yeah. For example, with the ball comp, we got when you got your spike of pressure, it's you enable, yeah, this is you enable your spike of pressure, and also you enable your spike of pressure after enemy, yeah, after the Winston dive, yeah, your spike of pressure again, you enabling. Before that, disrupting the Winston, which you did good at. Keep an eye on that the enemy got their spike of pressure, so you disable them. Yep. This is generally speaking how your thought process on Lucio is. You're thinking what I'm enabling, what disabling. Yeah. Well, any support to your bot as a Lucio, because you can be anywhere on the map. You should be able to move between the groups comfortably. Really watch out for what your position on map is. So you have the possibility to move between groups, because a lot of times you really stick to that one group like Cassidy, yeah, but you're not able to capitalize off that second group, like I mentioned, the ball. Yeah, you need to be able to move between angles. And wall right is really useful for that, and also finding position to, yeah, play more aggro. Well, just say aggro position. Well, yeah, does it gonna make sense like aggressive position, like the way Fanny Astor did? Yeah, the way we talked about, like this more short range angle. Yeah, so I'm just gonna phrase it this way. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, if I phrase it the way like aggressive position. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna put it in the notes this way. Okay. Mm, punish. Yeah, don't forget you punish in their cooldowns. So yeah, if you're looking for the traits, they using something can also capitalize with. Your team can capitalize with because your position is being aggressive. So yeah, as a Kyrie, yeah, mentioned all of this angles, how you peak. Yeah, it was that so far. Okay. Any specific questions you got? Anything?
Um. Yeah. No, I think we covered everything. Uh. I'll definitely. Yeah, I'll make sure to change up the Lucio playstyle. I think it's going to help a lot as
Mm-hmm.
well because I
Nice.
do know that I definitely